I got to tell you, 50 Cent, I thought they did such a great job on this.
Yeah.
They covered a lot of stuff. And as he said, if I didn't do this, who was going to do it? Nobody. And the people that worked for him, you know, the thing I think if you watch this, the thing to notice is how broken all these people look when they're talking about this person that they lived with, worked with. I mean, these are guys that produced for him.
Mm-hmm.
They just look so pained in talking about this. Like Lil Rod, who produced the last album. Honestly, that was one of the most painful things on this. It really wasn't the worst thing that happened, but Lil Rod spent over a year producing the album and was told he was going to be paid a lot of money. And in the end, Diddy, I guess, agreed to pay him $29,000.
Wow.
He traveled all over to this studio, that studio, wherever Diddy was, he was, to work on this record. And then he recorded his calls to Diddy because Diddy didn't pay him. So he's calling going, hey, man, is it coming soon? He's like, oh, man, I'm going to get around to that. You know, I can't deal with it right this second, but I know. No, I want to pay you. It's like, what are you talking about?
Well, Craig,
this guy worked for you for over a fucking year, and you're paying him way less than he ever thought he was going to. $29,000. That's insane.
Well, remember Craig Mack, his wife, is telling the story about how he had the #1 song. He was nominated for a Grammy, and they had no money. They had to borrow from her dad. And they were at a Bad Boy Records party, and he went up to ask Puffy for some money. He pulls out a wad of cash. And how much do you think he gave him out of that wad of cash?
$100.
He peeled off a $100 bill and handed it to him.
Wow.
What a dick.
Piece of shit.
And I feel bad for Little Rod, too.
Hey, this is Rod, and this is what I sound like. So I hope to hear from you. Take care.
That's one of his messages.
Didn't know
Say
he was
Diddy.
a rapper.
And Lil Rod also tells a story of, and you know, it's amazing. You'd think somebody would have looked into this because he's told the story before that he's working in an LA studio on this same record that he did not get properly paid for and had to beg for his money over and over. He recorded like 5 or 6 phone calls where he was like, hey, man, is there any chance I'll get paid soon? And like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I mean, it's such a blow-off. It's disgusting. They're working on this song. Diddy goes into the bathroom, and he hears gunshots. It's like, wow, what was that? And eventually Diddy comes out. He goes into the bathroom and sees blood all over the fucking place. And then he calls for an ambulance. The ambulance comes. Diddy tells everyone, okay, you got to tell them there was a drive-by. This happened outside. So, of course, they all say it was a drive-by. It happened outside. And he has video of the bathroom. Did you see the video yet of the bathroom?
I did not know.
There's blood everywhere. There's paper towels with blood on them. And it's like, what the fuck? Anyway, the guy died.
How many people have been shot in his presence or when he's been around and he hasn't gotten in trouble for any of them?
Great point.
he's
He's
got a
the common
perfect record.
denominator. Yeah.
The shooting at the club in New York is absolutely insane. I don't know how you can have a woman saying, yeah, I saw Diddy pull the gun. He pointed it in my direction. I saw him pull the trigger, and the next thing you know, a bullet was going through my nose.
And then
Or actually, is there
then he
one?
yelled.
New nose looks great.
That might have been commented on when we watched it.
I know.
Well, that's insulting.
There are multiple people on this documentary who say musically he was terrible. Terrible. No talent whatsoever.
Well,
And
he
that's-
didn't know music either, right?
No.
Like there was a couple things where he was in the studio and he doesn't know like what to add.
He doesn't know anything.
No.
He's without all these other people, musically, he's nothing. Zero.
Your job.
It's just so agitating that this guy can just lie about everything, and it's not just a couple things. It's so many things. If you watch this, you will be stunned to see all the shit he has gotten away with. It's crazy.
Drew,
it's
when-
like R. Kelly. Remember the R. Kelly Reckoning documentary?
Yeah.
It's
This is
really
worse.
worse.
This
It's
is
way
way
worse.
It's been 30-plus years, right, that he's been getting away with this shit?
He
He
seemingly
wasn't
has-
busted till 2024.
He has more victims. I mean, it's way worse than R. Kelly because people allegedly
People died. Yeah. And J-Lo, what a moron she is. Oh, my God. You see her going through it? She's like, it's Givenchy.
It's
something like that.
Versace.
Versace. She saw the whole thing. She let that guy go down. All she cared about, she didn't want to testify. That's all she cared about. She cared nothing
about J-Lo.
about justice or about Shine going to prison for something he didn't do. She didn't give a shit. And it's funny that
Why isn't she paying any price for that?
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that bizarre?
All these people. Oh, it's bullshit.
I was thinking about all the people who've been forced to apologize. Like, Justin Timberlake needs to apologize to Britney Spears, but J-Lo doesn't have to apologize to Shine. I mean, really? I mean, they're not even close. Sarah Silverman had to apologize for her jokes about Paris Hilton.
Yep.
I mean, all these people who, they should apologize for what they did, but none of these people. Why do they never have to apologize? Why does no one ever demand that Diddy apologize for shooting those 3 people?
You know what?
I mean, that would be a start.
Because he didn't do it.
Because then
He
that
paid
admits
all of them. He paid
apologizing.
every one of them.
Admits guilt.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
But he's already been found not guilty.
Does he also have any sort of blackmail on any of those people as well? Like
No,
that's
just the fear of God.
money and a threat. And does he have any dirt on him? Like, were they at parties?
Well, I mean,
Shine-
the victim who got her nose blown off. I mean, why
He
he
didn't
would
even
have
know those
nothing- he would-
people.
No,
He didn't even know
they're
those people.
strangers to him.
Okay, Shine was a there's a good documentary about Shine, by the way, on one of the platforms.
Yeah,
I can't remember which one.
Hulu, or
But
I know what you're talking about.
I've read about him too. He was a delivery guy. He rode his bike all around Manhattan and delivered like a madman. He was a really hard-working teenager, and while he was doing his deliveries, he was a big rap fan. He was constantly trying to think of rhymes and rhymes and rhymes and rhymes. And eventually, he got pretty good. And he tried to go to Jay-Z. He tried to go to Diddy. He tried to go to all these people. And eventually, he got so good that all these people wanted him. And he ended up signing with Diddy. And he went from being this kid that rode a bike everywhere, who really was a pretty well-behaved. He was never in trouble or anything like that. Within a month of signing with Diddy, you should see the difference in what he looks like. All of a sudden, he's like
crazy.
Mr. Street Gangsta.
And he upgraded his bike.
What kind of bike do you have?
And of course, he's,
Dang, you got shocks, pegs.
his friends were saying, "Why are you carrying a gun? You've never carried a gun before." And it's like, "Well, I signed with Bad Boy, so I got to be this guy."
Mark Curry put it perfectly. I don't think you should have a gun if you don't know how to get a bullet out of it.
Yeah. Right.
It's kind of a red flag, my man.
Pathetic.
I have a question about the girl who got her nose blown off too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this is in Diddy's defense, but if she looked him in the eyes and saw him shoot her, how did the bullet not like go through the back of her head? Like it just
maybe she
stopped her
turned.
nose? That's got to be
Maybe
a
with
quick
the
turn.
side.
I don't think he meant to shoot her.
No,
He was
didn't.
shooting in
It
her
was
direction, but she
accidentally,
saw
yeah.
him shoot the gun.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
guess
think
I'm saying her head would have had to been turned because it got shot off. I'm assuming
Maybe she
from
was
the
giving him
side.
side eye.
yeah,
I
don't-
think she was further away than you're thinking. If that makes sense, like she was
And she
not
couldn't have
across
seen
the room, but
I don't know
not
that she
further
said
away.
it went directly forward into
Yeah.
her nose. It could have been, her nose is pretty fucked up,
I'm
though.
on Diddy's
Yeah.
side for this.
Okay.
Hashtag Team Diddy.
No, there's a lot of people who took a side in this one.
Yeah, a lot of people.
All the people celebrating when he's found
Hey, he
not
was
guilty.
innocent. He was
And he
innocent.
thanked God.
God, I know.
Oh, my
What?
God.
Oh my God!
I know.
Speaking
It's
of
so
God.
hard to watch. Aubrey O'Day, who won Making the Band, probably a lot of people remember that, with Danity Kane, and she was quickly told that, you know what, you're the hot one, you got to be the leader of the band, and you got to dress a certain way, and this eventually reaches a point where Diddy is trying to fuck her.
Of course.
And she, of course, does not want to fuck him because he's so ugly. Oh, my God, is he ugly? She wants nothing to do with him. No one ever wanted to fuck him, by the way. No one ever fucked him by their own volition.
Nope.
So
They had to be drugged.
she, later on in this documentary, she describes her bandmate saying, yeah, I thought I was going to the bathroom, and I walked in this other room, and Diddy and this other guy were raping Aubrey.
Yep.
Aubrey, who was on her back with her pants off, who was seemingly out of it, obviously, because she has no memory of it. She was drugged,
Yeah.
clearly. Allegedly, according to what people seem to think. She's describing what it's like working for Diddy. Seems to me there's a little bit of power imbalance based on the emails that Diddy is writing to her, which, again, how is he not apologizing to her? Why is there no reckoning besides this
I think
documentary?
he thought he was being flattering.
She's only been talking about this for 15 years.
Well,
and
because
nobody
he's not-
gives a
look,
fuck.
He's never going to apologize to anyone about anything.
She's pointed out she was fired 6 months later, by the way. She was fired. As she points out, she was talking about this during the whole Me Too.
Was
Why
she really? No one paid attention to it?
She's been
I
talking
didn't
about
know
this. She's been talking about this for years. I don't recall that email, but the point she was trying to make was Gee, it seemed like people cared about a lot of people during Me Too, but nobody seemed to care about this. For some reason, this guy is just, you don't. And honestly, other people point out that it's not just Diddy, it's this industry. The record industry became so horrible because there were certain people that were running a lot of, Jay-Z, there's a lot of artists who say they've been ripped off horribly by Jay-Z, and nobody gives a fuck.
Now, 50 Cent can be such a great Samaritan that I'm putting this out because who else will? For him to have the balls to do this, he must have the backing of street guys way more than Diddy
You
does,
can't
right?
kill him. He's been shot 9 times.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do know that Jay-Z was signing people, and then they were like catch and kill articles where he would just sideline them because he didn't want them getting in Beyonce's way.
Yeah.
At least that's the way people describe it. I don't know what it is. And some of them did put out music, but then the next album was kind of like Cassie, where why aren't I putting out my next album? What's going on? I'm ready to go. But Jay-Z's not ready to go, so there's no album. And then, there's an illegitimate child that a woman had when she was 16 years old that looks exactly like Jay-Z. And for some reason, and I cannot, I've seen the story, it's explained, they keep arguing where Jay-Z lives, for example. They've had courts arguing that he lives in New Jersey, that he lives in New York, that he lives in Atlanta. And for some reason, judges keep going, this just isn't the right court for that. Meanwhile, his son is 34 years old, and he still cannot get a DNA test.
And why don't more people challenge him on that? Are people just afraid to do so?
I assume that people just think Jay-Z will kill them.
Yeah.
I don't know what else
just
to
like
think.
people were afraid about Diddy killing them, so they didn't go against him.
But
this kid's out there. He's 34. He's been saying it for a while.
It just seems to me there's a little bit of a problem in the industry.
Oh, yeah.
Not just with Diddy. And why, if you notice, Jay-Z has said nothing about this. Apparently this doesn't bother Jay-Z. It doesn't bother a lot of people who have a lot of power, too. But nobody seems to want to put their power behind these women.
Well, they don't want to ever admit they were a part of it or look the other way. They can't admit that.
But it would be a little bit better.
Yeah, no, it would be a lot better.
It would help a bit. And I got to hand it to these people on the documentary. What's his name? Is it Kim Burrows?
Yeah.
And Mark Curry, and there's a number of guys. Patterson is his childhood friend, I believe.
Yeah,
who ended up working with him.
Yeah.
These people, they really put their ass on the line, and they're nobodies. Yep. They have nothing. I don't know, Mark Curry, if he has a career. He does a lot of stuff on YouTube, and he gets a lot of people watching, but I don't think it does him any good. It's inexplicable. Other than the fear, but also I think some of it has to do with the platform, the fact that these people have giant platforms, and a lot of people, I think with platforms, you find that a lot of people that are following these people who are on these platforms, who are, following every move, it's almost like a cult in some ways. It's like you just boost these people up and you never tear them down. If anybody tries to tear them down, oh my God, look at that terrible person trying to hurt Diddy or trying to hurt Jay-Z. They're trying to bring a black man down, or, the usual tropes. Yeah. I don't know. Overall, I can't believe anyone can watch this and not think that something has to happen.
Yeah, but it won't.
This cannot go on. But no,
it won't.
My guess is that it won't matter.
People can make money acting this way.
But we'll see, because Diddy, I don't think is really. I don't think he's going to make a lot of people a lot of money anymore.